This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on 1st down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
11 MP.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Those defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
From the 44, Burrow caught by Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Here we go.
Let's see the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Here we go.
You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 31, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Fields. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Gino. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. He goes once again right back to Hardy.
That was epic. That was epic for the win.
So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
What gives you the right? What's the difference between you and me?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. Panther Street, Panther Street.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready,
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Smith. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready, ready.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Hurry, hurry. Ready.
Back to throw, Smith. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ready up. Chop alert, chop alert. Check, Bobcat, go.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Packers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Craig did on the last one.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Fields. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On one, ready?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Up the middle, Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
12.
They'll run wide side with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Burrow will throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
On one, ready?
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Burrow. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Gun. Got.
again on second down. Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
11 coming.
Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fields. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 1, ready?
Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On one, right?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On one, right?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Whoa.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a Panthers' nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. And a ball going to be intercepted yet again. Rasul Douglas picks it. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but
Do
if he
not
was
be
smart,
sorry.
he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down. They do a nice job there stopping his progress. Now allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here on 2nd down and 11. Now Gino. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tapped as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Let's go
So
now.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hold it ready.
From the 41, Smith. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, check that,
the last
check that.
run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. 20. 10. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Jones again on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Gino on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino down to throw. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ready, set.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Burrow's throw pulled in by Woods. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here we go, here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Landry now in motion right. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here we go.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 3rd and 2, Smith. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
On one, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 25 yards that time.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now Burrow. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Jonnu Smith. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers have taken a fourth quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Smith now to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Smith. That ball caught Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Ready up. On the ball, now.
Now Smith. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Got his man, it's Woods. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go.
Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. This pass caught, it's Woods. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.